Chronicles Medieval. Since its announcement on June 13th, 2025, this game has caused quite a stir in the existing Mount Blade Bannerlord community. Racking up over 200,000 wishlists on Steam in just 4 days is an incredible achievement, and I think speaks to how much the community wants a game of this caliber. If you're new here, hi, I'm Renee Sky, and for 2 to 3 years it was my job to play Mount Blade Bannerlord, so you can imagine that I was pretty good at it. Go away with your sickle! Oh, you're not my friend? What? We're gonna be reacting to the Chronicles Medieval gameplay trailer today. They dropped the first gameplay footage a couple of weeks ago. I know I'm late to this. We're doing it now. We're gonna have a look at it now. I've never watched this trailer. I'm super excited to see what they've got in store for us because gameplay trailers just have a little extra something that cinematic trailers don't have. So let's hopefully dive into the amazing gameplay trailer of Chronicles Medieval. Into the AM. A big shout out to a longtime friend of the channel, Into the AM, for sending me some super cool t-shirts to record these videos and stream comfortably in. They have new graphic tees dropping every week at the moment. The graphic tee packs have been calibrated for value, so if you want to grab a 3, 6 or 9 pack, this is the fastest way to give your wardrobe that summer refresh. Or if you're in the southern hemisphere, you can layer it with one of their flannies or a jacket. The shirts are really light and comfortable. I was astounded at how soft and cozy they are when I first got my hands on these. These are the shirts you'll actually be wearing this summer. And the best bit is, all of their designs are hand-drawn. They are so cool, and to see all the behind-the-scenes stuff as well of the artists working on them, just epic. Hand-drawn graphic designs dropping every week. Make sure to go over and check out Into the AM. I've pinned my link down in the first comment below. I'm so excited. I've been looking forward to watching this, but I just needed to make the time.
The dead won't rise, but their sons will.
Is that Tom Hardy?
Plant fear or respect.
Respect for getting Tom Hardy to narrate your trailer.
One.
Yes. All right. Okay. Yes. Okay. So I would probably need to react to the trailer. So it does really look like Bannerlord in terms of setting up like our tactical units and our position on the battlefield, which I really like. That is one of my favorite aspects about Bannerlord. Are these battles and this combat. I'm loving the art style as well. I was a little worried because art style can make or break this kind of game for me, and I think that medieval like sandbox combat is really well suited to this color palette and this art style in particular. A little cartoony wouldn't hit the same way, I don't think. We seem to be going for realism, which I adore very, very much, so it's really good. Those arrow trails. How fast are these arrows going, bruh? Okay, I stopped the video to take a look at like their armor and their gambesons, but I didn't notice the arrows. It could just be this frame. Let's see. It wasn't the frame. Oh, couched lance damage. Oh yes. Okay, first of all, the arrow trails. Might be a setting to turn them off. We'll wait and see. We'll see how that goes. I was gonna say the song is fantastic. Hopefully we won't get copyright struck for it. It's brilliant. It's a remix of Fear the Reaper, I think. Wow, I really should have worn my Fitbit because I think my heart rate is in like the 140s right now. This looks fantastic. I really like Bannerlord battles. I think they're the strongest point of the game. The combat is what keeps me coming back over and over and over again. And so far, Chronicles Medieval seems to have that down. We do seem to have a really good emphasis on combat and fighting styles and sword styles, which is really cool. I'm hoping that we kind of see what like if there's going to be like an overland map or like an open world map, because the big main thing that I think Bannerlord players are dreaming of is a bigger focus on diplomacy and endgame content, which we still don't really have 6 years after Bannerlord launched into EA. So if Chronicles Medieval can kind of give us more diplomatic options in order to run our kingdoms and our territories and actually provide some endgame content as well, because they seem to have the combat down, maybe the arrow trails can just be taken out. I'm sorry, I'm loving everything else. The arrow trails are just like how fast are they going? That they are like splitting the air. I don't know how trails work. Yes. Changing all your heraldry! This looks so good. Oh, that was couch lance damage! Oh, yes! I'm so ready for this. I'm so ready. Alright, ready? And we're gonna hit the shield. Yes! Arrow trails. The lighting. Oh, excellent. Okay, good. Okay, I'm liking the maps. I'm loving the lighting. Anyone who's ever watched any of my videos know that I've got a weird thing about lighting in games. Loving this. It is so astoundingly epic, but I'm also taking a look at this unit we've got riding out in front of us here. They look a little, like, younger is not the right word. Less experienced. They look less experienced than the other troops that we've seen. Is this a hint at troop progression maybe? Is this maybe early game? I would be nervous if I was this cavalry unit because we are riding uphill into a cavalry unit coming downhill, and then we've got two potentially ranged or melee units off to the right there. And actually no, I reckon ranged is up on the hill back behind, judging by the arrow trails, but we've also got arrow trails coming from our direction as well, so we've probably got air support behind us. That's what I'm going to call them from now on because of the arrow trails coming in. So that's good. Again, another big thing that drew me into Warband first of all was being able to level up our troops. Being able to take like a ragtag band, keep them alive for as long as possible, and then eventually scaling them up into some really high-powered units. So I hope, again, we're seeing that same kind of troop progression here. And the other thing I wanted to note as well that I did really like is back here, where we were going through all of the different armors, and I think I called them jerseys. That is not what they're called, but all your heraldry and everything is your own as well, which I know, again, is something that we've been asking for in Bannerlord for a really long time. I think that's something. The last time I played Bannerlord, I was playing Realm of Thrones, so I'm a little like thrown off vanilla Bannerlord lately. If I can, I don't know if this is already implemented, but something I'd really like to request is, and it's probably already implemented, but female character models, and I know that's that's a big like rage topic or whatever. I really like being able to play a female warrior for obvious reasons. It is one of the things, again, that drew me to Warband and Bannerlord, is just being able to play it as a female warrior. And in Warband, they actually treat you differently for being a woman as well. You have like some debuffs and stuff that you have to get over to start with, and I really like that. I like being the underdog, and I grew up on novels like Tamora Pierce's The Lioness. You know, we've got this female character entering the world of becoming a knight, and that, you know, ever since I was knee-high, which wasn't that long ago, I've always really loved that kind of stuff. And so it's kind of just a natural progression for me to come into these kind of medieval games. And I too want to be the little girl in a suit of armor. And so I hope that that's implemented. Please don't get mad at me for suggesting it, because I know it's controversial. It'd just be nice. But I really like the customization options we seem to have. That's exciting. That's cool. We can change our horse farting. Anything to listen to this song more. Yes! Oh my god! I missed it the first time, sorry. I'm just vibing with this song so much. It looks like we can dismount other cavalry. Yeah. Maybe a perk? Oh. We had some Sorry, we had some. It looks like either like their heraldry is a bit more muted. Maybe they were focusing here on the lighting in the background, the sunset in the background. But these troops as well almost do seem to be a little like lower tier troops, not recruits, because as we know they're all invalid. I'm really enjoying like the different animations for the fighting. They've got glaives. They've got glaives. They might be bill hooks. I love the glaive. It is my favorite weapon. Heck yes. I'm loving the traditional like Lancer cavalry as well in the background there. Couch lance damage and warband. Unbeatable. Love it. We've got such a range of like animation here. We've got this guy in the foreground here swooping low with a spear to thrust forward. I've never done spear fighting. It's not my vibe. And I love this jumping animation again with the spear over the shoulder to bring it down, stab downwards. That is very, very cool. And I think I saw in an earlier frame some Fiore, which is a longsword fighting style that originated, I believe, in Italy. I could be incorrect. Please correct me in the comments if I'm wrong. I studied Lichtenauer, not Fiore. So it is not my area of expertise, but I do believe I saw some earlier in a shot. So I'm really hoping that there has been some actual adaptation of longsword fighting styles and medieval weapon fighting styles, HEMA fighting styles, put into this game. It could be. It looks promising. This is not the static kind of your character standing on the spot with their shield and a sword just going like this, and that's what counts as combat. So I'm quite impressed to see that so far, and I'm so ready to hear this song again. Let's do it. Yeah. Sorry. Yes. Oh my god, I'm gonna get demonetized. Oh. That's so much gorier than I was expecting. I'm gonna get demonetized. That's fine. I actually don't mind too much about that because that is sick. That is awesome. One of my favorite mods for Bannerlord is Dismemberment because it is just, it's such a good mod. And look, in their defense, they do have written on their Steam page, gameplay consists of realistic looking depictions of physical conflicts, weapons, and depictions of human death. Welcome to medieval Europe. So, you know what, they tried to warn me, and I just wasn't ready for those closing shots, but fair, valid. Is this Tom Hardy? Gemini is saying that, yeah, it's Tom Hardy, but it is a Google Gemini, so who really knows? Early access coming out this year, apparently. I am super excited for this. I'm really impressed with what I've seen so far. Let's mute that up and just like watch some more scenes from the trailer. I got a bit worried at the start of the trailer because I thought it was just going to be like these freeze frames, but then we do this hard cut straight into gameplay, which I really, really like. I'm really enjoying the heraldry, the armor. I like that we've returned to this really strategic placement of our units again. The arrow trails, they're a thing. I like that it looks like we can design custom heraldry and colors and banners. That's gonna be so exciting. Oh my word. Again, feel free to remind if I've forgotten if you can do that in Bannerlord. That's what I... Wait. Not to keep focusing on the bits that are gonna get me demonetized, but that... Yeah, I don't know. It could be another longsword style that I'm not familiar with, but that is what it looks like. I love the jumping. Oh, this is gonna be sick. Oh, this is gonna be good. I am excited for this, and I really hope it does give Bannerlord a little push of competition that it needs. We've seen gameplay here for battles. Yes, couch lance damage, dismounting cavalry. But I really want to see some overland or open world, like what the map is actually going to look like and walking through towns. Just what kind of... No, the demonetization. Let's not leave it on that frame. Not that frame. Oh, there we go. There we go. I think that the like the town management, your village management is again something that we're missing from Bannerlord as well. Back in Warband, I feel like we actually had more control over how a town looked and the prosperity of a town than we do in Bannerlord. So if we can get some town management, some troop scaling, if we can get some endgame content, some diplomacy options, this is looking really promising. I'm definitely going to be keeping my eyes on Chronicles Medieval, so let me know in the comments what you guys think, because this is just as much your video as it is mine. I know that a lot of my community comes from Bannerlord, so are you going to be picking up Chronicles Medieval? Have you wishlisted? Are you one of the hundreds of thousands of people who have wishlisted this game? Cool, and that was the first gameplay trailer for Chronicles Medieval. The developer is consistently putting out dev diaries and stuff and other little snippets of videos as well, so if this has piqued your interest, definitely head over to the Steam page or join their Discord server as well, just to kind of keep up to date with things as they develop. I think early access 2026 might be a little ambitious considering we're already halfway through 2026 and this is the first time we're seeing gameplay. I'd almost be a little nervous if this kind of got its early access release date in 2026. I'm feeling maybe around this time next year or even early 2028 because this is a large scale game and they're going for historical accuracy, which is going to add that extra flavor, that extra element of complexity, because people who are interested in this time period are very engaged with it. I will be jumping on this one in early access, though I know we've got some feelings about early access on this channel, but I will be checking this one out as soon as I'm given access to a beta, hopefully, or any kind of like actual hands-on experience with it. I'll be in there. Like I said, the things that I really want to see from this game is that village management, that diplomacy, the troop upgrades, and endgame content. I can't stress it enough. I know I've spoken about it a lot, but endgame is where Bannerlord is kind of falling over a little bit at the moment. War Sales was a really exciting addition to the game, but it didn't quite land for me the way that I wanted it to. And again, I kind of get like halfway to 3/4 of a way through a playthrough and I'm just, you know, you kind of get stuck in the loop of taking a castle, losing a castle, taking a castle, and losing a castle. And I kind of want to see a little bit more complexity in my sandbox strategy medieval combat game. So here's hoping that Chronicles Medieval is the answer, or at least an alternative with its own strengths and benefits. Thank you guys so much for watching. Don't forget to jump over and check out Into the AM for some fresh graphic tees to refresh your summer wardrobe. And again, thank you Into the AM for sending me some super cozy comfy shirts so I can record comfortably in my studio. Otherwise, I'll see you guys in the next videos. Thank you so much for watching. Have a great day.